Yes. Can you mute your audios, because whenever you want to talk, please unmute. Simple logic. Whenever you want to talk, please unmute, and whenever you are listening, please mute, because some noises are coming from somewhere. Please mute. I just want you to mute. Whenever you want to talk, then unmute. It is in your hands. Yes, fine. So three definitions are there as far as C is concerned. One is structured programming language. The other one is procedure oriented programming language. The other one is procedure oriented programming language. And the third one is sequential programming language. Let me start with the procedure oriented programming language. What is procedure? Procedure is nothing other than function. Function. We are talking about functions. As far as C is concerned, it is all about functions. So what is a function? What is a function? Function will do some task. Function is going to do some task, means work. Function is going to do some work, that is task. And your C language is full of functions altogether. There are n number of functions in your C language altogether. So that is about C language. See, C is a procedure-oriented programming language, and what is procedure is nothing other than functions. And what is a function? You can also call function as a sub-program. This is also correct. A function is a sub-program. Function can be also called as a sub-program. You know program. What is a program? Program consists of instructions. So many n number of instructions will be there in each and every program. In each and every program, n number of instructions are there. And as far as a subprogram is concerned, what is a subprogram? Part of a program. So different parts of a program can be called as functions. Because see, if I ask you to construct a building, it is pretty difficult. If I ask you to separately deal as far as construction of a house is concerned, you can separately deal. For example, carpentry work is there, and then electrical work is there, plumber work is there, painter work is there, painting work is there. So if you can categorically divide a work into small pieces and distribute among workers, they can easily do that. Here in programming also, see, simple example I will tell, you can easily understand. See, one program I am writing here. You need not have any programming awareness to understand this. Just a minute, one more student joined. Just a minute. Okay, fine. Yes. Okay, fine. See, let me write one. Already you may be having little bit awareness. So don't worry, there are different types of students in our class. Maybe one student may be very strong already, and another student may be a beginner. That's why being a demo class, I want to go pretty slowly. Being a demo class, I just want to go pretty slowly. And once this demo class is over, you can decide whether you want to get a fast track or a slow track. Fast track is different. Another hour I can spend and I can go fastly. Okay. Now, see, if I write a program something like this, see, for example, I'm not writing the entire program. Some part of the program I'm writing here. Int a is equal to 4, comma, b is equal to 5. Semicolon. Now see what I'm doing. Printf is a function used to display output on the screen. It is an output function. Printf is an output function. Later on I will talk all about these things, but just I am saying why we require functions. Printf is a function. For example, why we need functions, I am talking about. See, printf, you can write something like this. See, %d. I will discuss about each and everything involved in that. Wait for a while. Here I am writing a plus b. A plus b. Like this I am writing. So if you want to subtract, again, same step I can copy. Same step I can copy. Control C. Just I am copying. Just see this. Control V. And again, if I want to subtract now, little bit difference here. And if I want to multiply, see what I am doing, just to see. See, it is very difficult to do like this. If you keep on doing like this is okay. But if I want for a different set of inputs, say for example, int, this time I'm going with a is equal to 7, sorry, int x is equal to 7, comma, y is equal to, say for example, 9, different set of inputs this time. And same statement I am repeatedly doing. See what I am doing here, just to see how difficult the code is. If you want to do the same task n number of times, see how difficult to do this repeatedly. If you want to do these things, see how difficult it is. Again, if I want to go with a different set, again I have to initialize two different variables like this and like this. Okay, and again I have to paste this. So it is very difficult now. Code is becoming very large. That is not good. The code will be in such a way that you should be able to write only once and execute many number of times. That is possible with functions. Okay, so same code you can restrict it to this much portion only if you provide a function. See, I will write that part also. Later on I will explain clearly each and everything why we require functions. That is what I am discussing now. So same portion you can write in a different way also. It is too earlier to write because you don't know what is printf, what is scanf, what is that int, all these things you might not be familiar with. You might not be familiar with all these things. That's why let me start from the scratch. Okay, I will discuss about that function and all these things later on. Just bear in mind that at some point of time, I'm going to discuss about the advantage of function. Code reusability is the main advantage of function. That's what I want to stress. During functions topic, I will discuss in depth how to take an advantage with a function. But till then, please remember that code reusability. You need not repeatedly write the same code a number of times. So same code you can reuse a number of times just by calling that function. Later on I will discuss during functions. Don't bother about that. At appropriate time I will discuss about that. Code reusability is the main advantage of function. Code reusability, Code reusability is the main advantage of function. Okay, fine. The other definition is, see, I explained about this first definition, that is second definition, that is procedure oriented programming language. It is a programming language. But again, I just want to go into another area. You are having so many languages like C, C++, Java, so many are there. Why we are learning these many programming languages? C is there, C++ is there, Java is there, and then Python is there. Why we are learning these many programming languages? And of course, so many other languages are there. That is my simple question. Any of you, please, can you answer this? Why we are learning these many languages? Why one language is not sufficient? That is a question. That is also one important thing which you should be able to understand. Why these many programming languages we are learning? See, there are two types of software, you know. One is system software, you know. One is system software. One is system software, and the other one is application software. Application software. What is the difference between system software and application software? System means operating system, nothing but. Generally you say net. What is net? Means internet. In a similar way, what is system? System is nothing other than operating system. If you want to design operating system, the best suited programming languages are C and C++. These are two languages which are available to us, which can deal with operating system. If you want to design operating system, these are the best programming languages which you can utilize, because there is one concept got its origin in C and C++, that is especially in C language, that is pointers concept. This concept is there in C language and C++. In other programming languages also same concept is there. Maybe not we are using same word, but some transformations have occurred. And during pointers concept, I can discuss about that issue. It is too earlier to talk about that. I will categorically divide with pointers and without pointers. I can explain at that point of time. But till then, please remember that in C and C++, there is a concept by name pointers. Okay, this pointers concept is going to be playing a vital role in your C language. So that is the main advantage and as well as disadvantage I can tell you. It is just like one example or a couple of examples I can tell you. If you are going on a two-wheeler on highway, using helmet and without using helmet, that is one example. Or if you are moving on a car, four-wheeler, wearing a seat belt and without wearing a seat belt. Both are advantages as well as disadvantages as well. Comfort zone is there and safety zone is there at some times. So in such a way, some programming languages are there where you can deal with pointers, you can touch them. In some other programming languages, even though pointers are there, you cannot touch them. Means safe, protection is there. But sometimes you need to touch them. So at that time, because while designing operating systems, we need either C or C++. These are best suited. Okay. And what about the application software? Application software is nothing other than business applications, business apps. If you want to design business apps, what are business applications? What are the business applications? Do you know? What are the business applications? See, for example, if you want to design, see, we are going to departmental stores nowadays like more Heritage, or see, for example, Reliance. So many departmental stores are, DMart is there, or even railway reservation counters, hospitals, schools, colleges, whatnot. So wherever you go, even if you go to a small cloth showroom or a departmental store like More or Heritage or Reliance or DMart, at the end of the day, they are going to bill on a system. So they are asking barcodes, how many items you have purchased, and they are going to scan that. I mean, the customer name they are typing at times, mobile number also they are going to type at times, and finally they are billing that, and you are getting some messages as well at times. So how they are doing all these things? Whenever a customer goes there, if any credits are there, some points are there in his account, he'll be getting some bonus or something like that. He'll be getting some rebate in that. So these things are all fed in the computer. So they are going to design one interface, one application they are going to design. They are all business applications. Even you are using some business applications in your net on daily basis, like Facebook you are using, and whatnot. Twitter you are using. So many things you are, or even if you want to fill an application form for a university, there will be some interface. There will be some text fields, text areas, buttons to click, and then some list boxes like the country which you have to select. Some options will be there like male, female, etc. So this is the kind of interface which is possible with the help of application software. Using application software, you can design business applications. You can design just business applications. You can design using application software. Whereas using system software, you can design operating system. What are the operating systems? You know, operating system is an interface between user and hardware. So, you know, Windows is an operating system. And then Linux, one flavor of Unix, is an operating system. And similarly, Unix is an operating system. Ubuntu, you might have heard about Ubuntu. It is also one operating system. And then Macintosh is also a old operating system like Macintosh. Macintosh is also an operating system. So these are all called as operating systems. So if you want to design operating systems, the best suited programming language is C or C++. Why? Because pointers concept is there and you can touch those pointers there. You can deal with the memory locations there. Whereas application software, pointers are there, but you cannot touch them. They're all business applications. Generally, the programming languages used to design business applications are Java, .NET, Python, etc. Again, why we are learning these many? Yes, .NET is very simple, graphical user interface type, very simple job, Those who are not very good in technicalities, they can go with the .NET. But those who are little bit better, then they can go with Python. Python is also very simple coding. And those who want to do hard work and who want to earn a lot, then obvious choice is going to be Java. There is nothing comparable with Java. You can do miracles once you learn Java. Simply to say, you can do miracles once you learn Java. So this is the life as far as computer science is concerned. And of course, testing tools is there, and so many other things are there. They are all waste. Anybody can learn those things. If you are an engineering graduate or a science graduate, then you are going to opt any one among these three. That also, as per rating, Java is top class always. Once you learn Java, you need not learn any other thing. Otherwise, second, Python. Now playing a little difference is there between Python and Java as far as market is concerned right now. Very little gap is there, and the Python comes as second. Little in the sense, some 20% gap is there still, unfilled gap, because Java is ultimate. A Python programmer may learn Java, but a Java programmer never learns Python. Maybe it is an added advantage if he is having Python. Nowadays, multiple platforms, people are going with multiple platforms. It is not an issue. They want to explore and expose in different areas as well. So that is why, precisely speaking, Java ranks number one, and then comes Python, and then .NET. Theoretically speaking, these are the issues. Now, you know why we are learning C language. At the end of this conversation, you can understand why we are with this C programming languages, and why many people are running towards Java, because n number of opportunities are there in Java, Python, .NET, etc. Because business is going around the world, you know. That is why more opportunities are there. If you go to Amirpet or elsewhere, I worked for iNet Solve in the past for online classes. You might have heard about iNet Solve in Hyderabad, one of the top 4 institutions. So I had few online classes for them as well. And I am a student of iNet some 16 years back itself. And and as far as C and C++ is concerned, opportunities are very, very less, very, very less. Very little opportunities are there. Very little opportunities are there as far as C and C++ is concerned. But they are really top class jobs. Very few programmers prefer C and C++. Once they get a job, it is really great opportunity for them. Few thousands of people are there in that field. But crores of people are there working on Java, Python, .NET, etc., etc. So that is the difference between business application and system application. I mean system software and application software. I guess you understood this. Now let us move to the other definition, that is sequential programming language. What is sequential programming language? Step by step, line after line, one after another. So first you have to execute one step, then move to the next line. Your compiler will consider first line 1, then line 2. Okay, as part of your code, first line 1, then line 2, and then comes line 3. Likewise, sequential approach will be there. Likewise, sequential approach will be there. Line N, whichever line you write at last. So the order of priority will be there as far as sequential programming language is concerned. That is why if you read n number of books, I'm talking with experience again and again. If you study more number of books, you'll get more definitions. You'll get more knowledge. But as a beginner, better you study one prescribed textbook. Maybe one of these definitions sure will be there in that. And if you go with some other book, another definition may be there. With the time, you are able to understand all these things. So 3 big definitions are there as far as C is concerned. Number 1 is it is a structured programming language. Number 2 is it is a procedure-oriented programming language. And number 3 is it is also a sequential programming language. Sequential programming language. Sequence means very simple, line by line, line after line. What is there in that? And procedure is nothing other than function. And what is a function? Nothing but a task, work. And it is a sub-program, part of a program. And the main advantage of function is code reusability. And what is structured programming language? Let me go into this important concept. structured programming language, especially those who are going to appear for engineering examinations for C language. In my days, some 2 years back, I left engineering colleges. I had 16 years of experience, total 16 years of 15 years of experience altogether in engineering colleges. I thought C++, Java, and from the past 2 years only, I'm teaching for junior college for Python. That's why I'm saying with experience that structure of C program is one important question which you can get in your in your engineering exam. Structure of C program. I have seen that many times. I told this to my students, and it's a guarantee question almost all. If you see 2 years or 3 years or 4 years question papers, one time they will ask this almost all. Structure of a C program. Because C is a structured programming language now. Let us go with that structure of C program. What is the structure of C program? C, very important. I guess still I remember there is an author by name Balaguru Swami. If you refer that textbook, that is only one textbook where structure of C program is well defined. And of course, Yashwant Kanitkar is also there. In my days, he came to Hyderabad also once from Mumbai. He's Maharashtra based. Yashwant Kanitkar. He's a mechanical engineer actually. He shifted towards computer science, I guess. And he's paid very heavily at that time in one of the famous institute. I don't want to name that. He came some 16 years back. And when he started, our students, our engineering students and degree students, they raised so many questions, and he's not at all in a position to answer that. But okay, fine. It is very good for beginners. And Balaguru Swami is a very good book, and so many other books. If you see Dennis Ritchie book, I don't want to talk about the invention of C and all these things because they are not going to come in your exams, but better you know those things. Dennis Ritchie is the person who invented C programming language. Somewhere in 1970s, 1971, I guess he started and completed in 1973. Dennis Ritchie, he started this because his intention is to develop an operating system basically. His intention is to develop an operating system. You know, we are all using operating systems nowadays. How much comfort we are feeling now. With ease, you are using operating system. So he also wanted to develop. At that time, there are a few operating systems, but he's not comfortable with those. He disliked those operating systems somehow. That's why at that time he's working for AT&T Bell Company in US at that time, somewhere around 1971. At that time, he wanted to invent an operating system. To invent operating system means see some buttons will be there here and there. Some start button will be there. Some log on will be there. Log off will be there. So many windows will be opening. How to invent these things? He will require obviously some programming language. Till then, there are some programming languages, but he's not interested to go with them because they are not that much good. That's why first he invented C program. He started inventing C program, and then with the help of that C program, he designed 95% of Unix operating system is designed using C language only. 95%. See, if you read any standard book, you can find this. 95% of Unix operating system. Unix is also an operating system, you know. For security purposes, we use that operating system altogether. So 95% of Unix operating system is designed using C language only and invented by whom? Dennis Ritchie. Dennis Ritchie. Dennis Ritchie, R-I-T-C-H-I-E. Somewhere in 1971, he started this work, and he was working for AT&T Bell Labs. He was working for AT&T. Any standard book, you can see these names. AT&T Bell Laboratories. He was working at that time in US for that. Bell Labs. That's it. Okay, fine. Now, what is the structure of C program? Let us see. First one, very important. Don't neglect. That is documentation section. Documentation section. See, in one class, I may not be able to impress you guys. It may take 2 or 3 classes, but still, I believe that you can understand. I'm not going to leave anything. Documentation section is number 1, and then comes link section. I will explain each and everything. Wait for a while. Next one is link section. Second one is link section. And let me see, two guys are there. So only one is there. One person already gone, I think. May I know your name? 7MFPKC. Can you please unmute? Are you listening or not? Let me, I'm not asking questions as well. What is your name? Yesterday you called me, I think. Are you
Vinita,
Vaishnavi? Vaishnavi?
Vinita, sir.
Okay, fine. Okay, fine. One more student joined and left. Maybe technical problems. She went away. Okay, fine, no problem. Link section. And let me know about your qualification and whether you want to go fast or slow. Let us not waste time. Let us not go. Let us not waste time. Uh, are you engineering graduate or degree or any like anything like intermediate or something like that? Huh?
Pursuing B.Tech final year, sir.
Okay, you are in BTech final year in CS, computer science.
No, sir. Triple E, sir.
Triple E. Okay, fine, no problem. Okay. Uh, then may I know why you are learning C language again? You are in final
Only
year.
interested in
Okay, fine, great. In which college? In Hyderabad or any other place?
East Godavari, sir.
East Godavari. Okay, fine, good. Thank you. So, shall I go fast or slow? You want everything or shall I go fast?
Slow, sir.
Okay, fine, good. Okay, fine. So this is a correct platform for you to understand the things. Link section, and then, and one more thing I want to tell you, this Zoom, we can go on with this Zoom for 40 minutes only. Once 40 minutes time is over, if you want some extension, again, I can uh, relog and get in again as well. Okay, fine. No problem, no issue. Now, link section. The second one is link section. I will talk about each and every section in detail. Wait for it. Why? And then link section, and then comes definition section. Definition section will be also there. And then comes main program. And one more important thing is there, that is global declaration section is also there. Here somewhere I can write here, global declaration section. Global declaration section is also there. Global declaration section. And then comes your main function, main program will be there. Main section will be there. We'll talk about each and every section. Wait. And the main section starts with an opening brace. Time is running out, actually, I can understand. Once, I think 10 more minutes time is left for us. Once 10 minutes time is over, again, I can log in and we can spend a few more minutes. Okay, don't worry about that. Actually, my college ID is different. And if I go with my college ID, it will be a problem for me. That's why I'm going with some other ID of mine. Okay, fine, leave it. So now here comes declaration section, declarative part, otherwise declaration section. This is called as declaration section. And then comes executable section. I think you heard about these words way back. Executable section is the other one. And the last but not least, closing brace. And after closing brace, still you can go further with sub-program section. Sub-program section. These are the different sections available in your C language. Started with the documentation section, link section, definition section, global declaration section, main section. As part of main section, declarative section and executable section are present, and then comes sub-program section. So let me talk about documentation section first. Let me talk about documentation section first. Maybe it takes next class to explain the first program to you, because I want to go with this theory in the demo class. And in the next class, you are going to see your first application. Okay, fine. So what is this documentation section? Very important. Documentation section. It is nothing other than your comments. Have you heard about comments? This is about comments. Documentation section is nothing other than comments. And what are these comments? See, nowadays, even if you are purchasing any electronic device or any uh, automobile device, you are getting a small booklet along with that. For example, for instance, I will take a small application like a mobile. If you purchase a mobile, okay, then you are going to get a small booklet along with that. Or if you are purchasing refrigerator or air conditioner or a television, you are getting a small booklet. That booklet, why we are getting that booklet, and who has written that booklet? The main purpose of that booklet is your friends may tell wrong about the device, how to operate your mobile. Your friends may go wrong, even if your friend is using the same mobile for the past 10 years. Still, she is unaware with some issues in that. But who will guide you properly? The book, the manual. Because it is written by vendor, the manufacturer has written that. He is the one person who knows better than anybody else. So he will be writing each and every navigation step, how to remove your battery from that mobile, how to make a call, how to accept a call, how to reject a call, how to send a message, how to make use of your what you say FM, and so many things. How to use your apps, how to look into those apps, and so many operations. How to add your number, how to add your friends' numbers, and so many things are there being dealt in that booklet. Of course, we know those things, and simply we are throwing that away. But that is the main purpose of booklet. Same case in case with a refrigerator or air conditioner or even car or two-wheeler, whatever it is. So you are going to get a small booklet. So it gives readability to a programmer. Comments, just like that, that is also a product. Mobile is a product. In a similar way, your program is also a product. It is a software product, isn't it? It's a software product. So using, you are designing your software product, okay, fine. At some point of time, you are going to leave that job and you are going to take some other job. So somebody is going to occupy your place. So they should be comfort now. How whatever you have designed in the past, they should be able to understand what kind of code you have done, what kind of function you have taken, what is the logic involved in that. So if you can make enough comments so that the other person can read that, can understand, you have left your project somewhere in the middle. The other person can understand that. That is the main advantage of comments. Comments give readability to a programmer. That is the main advantage. Comments give readability to a programmer. That is the main advantage of comments. Okay. And as far as C language is concerned, two types of comments are there. Two types of comments. Two types of comments are there. What are they? First, number one. First type. First type is simple C comments are there. C comments. They are called as C comments. Or in some books, again I am telling, if you refer so many books, you will get so much information. Like they can be also called as block comments. Block comments or multi-line comments. This is also correct. Multi-line comments. Okay. First type of comments are C comments. Otherwise, you can call them as block comments or multi-line comments. And how to write these comments? Just give a slash, a backward, a forward slash like that, followed with asterisk symbol. And inside that, you can write anything like this program is about. This program is about finding simple interest, otherwise finding simple interest. And who has written this program? You can give some information, author's name, the person who has written this program. You can write your name here. And if you can add your mobile number as well here, because you left your job and you have taken some other job. Your friend some others may be taking your position. They may call you. They may call you because they are unable to understand your application. Okay, they may call you and they may pay some amount also for that. And they may ask you, can you please explain your project? You have partially fulfilled that. Yes, that's why you can add your mobile number, you can add your address, etc., etc. That's it. And some other logic, whatever is involved in the program, you can write. That is how. So multiple lines you can add like this. See how many lines I am writing, not even one line. So many lines are there. That is the advantage of, comment. C comments are multi-line comments, multiple lines you can add. There is yet another type of comment called as C++ comment. C++ comment. You can call it as C++ comment. Otherwise, you can also call it as single line comment. You can also call it as single line comment. What is a single line comment? As the name itself is reflecting, you can only write one line. In single line comments, you can write only one line. The syntax will be something like this. 2 forward slashes, you have to write like that. 2 forward slashes, that's it. There is no ending for that. And only one line you can make like this. This program is about finding simple interest. And again, if you want to make a line, again you have to start like this. That's it. Again, other name you can write like that. So these are two types of comments available. Okay. Sorry, 3 slashes I have given. 2 are enough. That's it. 2 slashes and you can write anything. Otherwise, slash forward slash followed with asterisk symbol and the closing. Closing is there. For multi-line comments, closing is there. You can see clearly. Closed with asterisk and a forward slash again. That's it. So multi-line comments and single line comments are available as far as C language is concerned. And the single line comment you can find only if you are using advanced compiler. Modern compilers are allowing that because nowadays we are all using advanced compilers only, like C++ compilers we are using nowadays. Most recent compilers we are using, and they are all designed for C++. They are all designed for C++. And C++ is a subset of C. C++ is an enhanced version of C. C++ is an enhanced version of C. Just 1 minute time is left. Shall I come back or can you treat this as a demo class? And if you are okay, I will go with immediate next class. Or shall I go with few more minutes by logging out, because only 40 minutes time will be there as far as Zoom rules are concerned. Can you please tell? Just 1 minute time left.